right. Hello, evening, everyone. Okay, evening. If you can hear me right now, drop a note, say hi, and I know we are ready to go with the sound of the session. Yeah. All right. Pardon me as I continue to do the setups on my back end over here. All right, while waiting for the rest of you to drop me a note and let me know that the sound is working fine. All right. Thank you very much. Hi, Donkel. We have Facebook users. Hi, City Chai. Hi, KT. Right now, Facebook users, can you click on the link as I've left in the comments as well? Right, that please click on the streamyard.com/Facebook. Right, and then after that, click on the approve Facebook for use. Right, and this way we'll be able to see you on the back end when you're typing a comment. All right. Otherwise, if you don't do so, this is how you look like on our back end over here. Hi, Facebook user. All right. Now, so do us a favor. If you are joining us for the first time, all right, please do so and let us know. Yeah. Right. Bear with me as I continue to do some setups over here on my back end. Right. While waiting for the rest to join us in this session. Yeah. All right. Okay. Where am I? Yes, here I am. All right, my computer is actually sort of lagging on the back end. I have no idea why, but it's moving really slowly. So bear with me for a bit. Yeah. All right. Hi, Uncle Fu. All right. Great to have you here once again. All right. Hi, Chunwei. Hi, Irene. All right, now I'm ready to get this session started and moving along. All right, so once again, welcome everyone to Portfolio Building Live with for Cashflow, live with Terence over here. All right, now this is part of an initiative by our group, Impossible Investors. Now, so if you're joining us for the very first time, okay, this is a Facebook Live session for our public Facebook group members as well as people who will be joining us, okay, on showing you how you can build a portfolio that is charged up for cash flow collection by being an option seller. Right now, we do not ignore the fundamentals behind investing in great stocks. Okay, that's definitely our front and our foremost decision makers over here. But instead of actually buying the stocks, all right, we prefer to generate cash flows by being option sellers. Right now, and with this, we actually aim to generate about 20% per annum on the portfolios that we're setting up. Okay, now, so during this session, I do have a model portfolio which is set at $100,000, right? When we started this Facebook Live session together with the public, all right? So the initial investment is a portfolio of $100,000, all right? And you can see we do have Nokia shares which are assigned to us. This has already expired worthless, all right? So we are still holding 300 shares of Nokia right now. Right, and all the rest of our other trades are either still open or all of them have been closed with profits. So it's been a difficult market where it's been choppy, all right, but our portfolios are actually doing really well. Okay, now we may be looking at closing some more positions today, but let's have a look. Okay, all right, now so our main strategy by being an option seller and building a portfolio around it is going to be this strategy called portfolio puts. Now, so what exactly is portfolio puts over here? Now, we're going to be sellers of put options, okay? But instead of using any margins at all, right, we are actually willing to put up full cash, okay, when we sell any put options. Okay, now this is in the event that if we do get assigned the stock, right, we actually have the capital to pick up the stocks. Okay, now, and if we end up picking up the stocks, we may end up doing covered calls, okay, to continue selling options and collect premiums. Okay, now, so that's the modus operandi of this session over here. And of course, if you'd like to find out how you can be an option seller with much lower capital requirements to drive up those returns, all right, you may want to check out some of our mentorships available that we run for our community. Yeah. Okay. Now, this session is for public, so we're going to keep things simple, right? And we're going to do it every Friday over here as part of an education, right? And also showing you what being an option seller can be like, how easy the lifestyle can be, all right, and yet generate above average returns. All right, now, so let's get ourselves going. Now, just as a standard disclaimer, we will be discussing live trades throughout the session. All right, so this is all part of my own analysis, and this is for your learning and my sharing with all of you. Right, before you go ahead and decide to do any or follow any of the trades on your own accounts over here, please do your own risk assessments and make sure you have the capitals required, all right, and you like the company enough to actually be invested in them, all right, before doing the trades live on your accounts. Yeah. Okay, now I hope you're ready right now because we're ready to get going. Now, if you have not done so, please do help me, right? Get the likes and the assistance of the Facebook algorithms, all right? So if you can click on the like button on this video, all right, or if you can click on the share button for this video and share this video out, all right, it will actually tell Facebook that it's going to be a very useful information, all right, and it will help our page, our group a lot over here. All right, now, thank you very much. Now, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, okay, we have actually been running this almost every week since July 2020. All right, so since our first trade on July 7th of July, all right, we've been running this almost every Friday. All right, there was 1 or 2 weeks where we took a break, but apart from that, we've been doing it every Friday until now. All right, so if you find this very useful, all right, and the commitment that we're putting out over here, do help me click on the share button so you'll reach out to your friends, all right, and your network over here on Facebook. Okay, now it also help us get better on the Facebook algorithms. Yeah, thank you very much. Now, so let's get on and upwards. So I want to bring to your attention, and I also thought that this week has been a pretty busy week for me, so I want to make use of this opportunity right now, okay, to also do very quickly my one stock per week update. Yeah, all right, now, so I promised that we kind of do like a one stock per week update over here, and I thought, why not? Let's make use of this session since it's live as well, all right, to take advantage of it, all right, and also do it together with all of you over here. All right, now, so give me a moment, all right, while I put up the chart. All right, now, so for this week, all right, I'm going to talk about the stock of the week, C Limited. All right, C Limited. So let's go with C Limited over here. Now, so what's there to look for over here? Now, C Limited is definitely one of the growth stocks that people are very interested in buying right now. All right, so I call C Limited the old Facebook. All right, now why? Because the movements and their growth potentials are pretty much very, very similar to what Facebook has done in their earlier days, all right, before they were actually, how do we say this? Before they were actually profitable. Yeah. All right. Now, so as we all know it over here, before Facebook was profitable, all right, seems like C Limited is going to take a very, very similar move over here to what Facebook has done. All right. Now, so if you look at what I've done over here, all right, this is if I'm not wrong, is a 1 year daily chart. And all I'm doing over here is extending this channel, all right, where C Limited has been trading in and out of. All right, and this has been since July last year. All right, so from July last year, let's see if this is a daily chart. Yes, it is a daily chart for 1 year. Yeah, I'm right. Now, so C Limited has been on a very, very consistent uptrend, right, over the last 1 year. But you can see what has happened after its last earnings. Right, the last earnings over here brought it down to the support of this upward trend channel, all right, and it broke the support, okay, and this doesn't look too good, all right, because when it broke the support over here, you realize one thing, all right, it broke the support, all right, it did bounce back to the support turn resistance, all right, and then it came falling through after that. Yeah, okay, so all we're seeing right now over the last 2 days, including the up move today of 3.5%. So all of you, who are, how do we say this, growth stock investors, and you're vested in this stock, right? It may look like, a good opportunity for you to get yourself back in. Like, it's going to be a really, really great bargain over here. But there are some greater things that you want to pay attention to, right? Because when buying into such momentum stocks, right, you really don't want to be too early into the picture, or you don't want to be too early into this game over here. Now, can you imagine if you thought that this was going to hit the support and you decide to initiate a position over there, right? You had to pay about $230, right, to buy one share of C Limited. All right, and then after that, to only see it drop to a low, which was yesterday, of about $190. Now that's a loss of $40 over here. Yeah, all right. Now $40 on 230, that's about 20%. Yeah, all right. Now not many retail investors, right, will have the heart to stomach a 20% drop, right, like almost a month after initiating a position. All right. Now it may start to shake a lot of investors out. Yeah, all right. Now, so what you want to pay attention to is you want to try to include a little bit of timing and stacking the odds in your favor, right, before trying to jump in on some of these potential stocks. Now, another one you want to pay attention to over here is probably this. All right, now, oops, let me try to extend it to the left. All right, now, so here we go. All right, so we have this resistance over here and a bounce, a breakup, all right, falling back to the support before bouncing up, falling back to the support before bouncing up, and then we broke this support level over here. Now, so we have this rebound today, all right, and it seems like it's challenging this support return resistance level of $210, all right? Let's round it off to $210. Now, so what we want to see before you get bullish on this stock, all right, it's a strong break of the $210. Now, if it breaks the $210 strongly, all right, then it could continue going all the way back up to challenge this resistance level, resistance uptrend level at about 245. All right, okay, now, so if it breaks 210 very strongly over here, then the next upside will be 245. But again, if it fails again today, all right, then it's going to fall, all right, and if it falls, the only next support that you have on this stock is probably going to be here, all right, and that's not until $180. All right, so that's not until $180. And if it breaks $180, the next support that you see over here, all right, it's going to be $157. All right, now, so there are room to drop over here. All right, and let's quickly add some oscillators and indicators to see what we have in terms of the strength and the overbought, oversold resistance level. Yeah, all right, so let's have a look. I'm going with nothing fancies over here. Yeah, all right, just very, very standard, indicators and oscillators that most common investors use. Yeah, all right. Now, so the only one thing that is positive over here right now is that you do have a slight divergence on the RSI, okay, because as the stock price has gone lower, all right, and then now it's bouncing up, all right, the RSI seems to have made a divergence. Yeah, okay, all right. There's no divergence on the stochastics. Yeah, okay, and the MACD seems to start to flatten out over here. Yeah, all right, now, so if it flattens out and start turning back upwards, all right, there may be a case for some rebounds over here. So now that again has to follow through, all right, with a clear break of the $210 level. Now, so you see how you can stack these analysis, all right, nothing too complex over here, but just a combination, right, to decide if, this is a good time to actually get back in on one of those stocks. Now, if you want a longer term horizon, because daily charts should always give way to longer time frames. So the next longer time frame you want to look at over here is probably the weekly charts. Now, if you look at the weekly charts over here, it is also very clear and obvious. The moment we have this breakout, all right, it started going into this very channel-like uptrend, all right, and then it fell from there, all right, and the only problem that we have right now, it's only midway, all right, the RSI is only midway down, all right, the stochastic slope is still very, very steep. Right, and the biggest problem on the longer term is that the MACD has cut over. Yeah, right. If you can see over here, the entire time that it broke out, right, from like $50 all the way up to like $300 where it made the high, all right, the MACD has never fallen below. All right, so this is like the first time it's fallen below since April 2020. All right, so it's almost a year, everyone. All right, it's almost a year on the weekly charts before the MACD has actually turned on a slightly more bearish look on the stock. Yeah, all right, now, so this is also one of the reasons why you need a very clear break of the $210 level, right, before you jump back in on the stock. You'd rather be a little bit late, all right, than too early over here, right? Because if you remember, all right, our resistance over here, the next one is going to be 180. Now, if you decide to jump in right now, it's 210, right? If you buy at 210, it doesn't clear 210, right? And it falls, it can fall all the way to 180 before you blink your eye, all right? Now, so is this something that you feel you could stomach over here? If not, all right, then you'll be rather late by $5, because at least if you're late by $5, you kind of get a confirmation, and the next test is all the way up to like 240, almost 250. Yeah. All right. Now, so it's a little bit of weighing the odds and then seeing what works in your favor over here. All right. Now, so this is my quick analysis of the stock of the week. All right. C Limited. All right. And of course, the next biggest problem is, despite this charge, right, which we saw the stock, went from like $55 a share to right now. Let's just take right now the price, which is $200 a share. That means that the company has grown 4 times in terms of market valuation, right? But the problem is the profits is not following it, right? The company is still losing money, all right? If you realized over here, all right, the losses of the company is actually scaling up, all right? If you look at the last 4 quarters, the company has actually lost more money, right, than 1 year ago. Yeah, all right. So on a company that's losing more money, yeah, all right, and yet the stock price has shot up by 4 times over, all right, does it really seem like a value proposition? Yeah, all right. Now, this is obviously something, one of a stock that I would not get myself into. Yeah, all right. But I do know that there are a lot of people with vested interest over here. Yeah, okay. So do your own due diligence before jumping into this gun. Yeah, all right. Okay, do your own due diligence over here. Because in the e-commerce space, yes, there is still a lot of competition going on. All right, now, so over and done with over here, that is my one stock analysis for the week, right? And if you found it useful over here, remember, click the like buttons, click the share button, so your friends who are vested in C Limited would actually be able, right, to access to this video and see a little bit of this market, trend outlook before they think about getting back in on this stock. Yeah. All right, now. So maybe you could share the video and just put a post over there. Yeah, C Limited price analysis. Yeah, okay, so they know and they jump into the video and have a look at it. All right, now, so we're done with this. So let's go back to our portfolio management. All right, so I'm going to manage the K position today. Right now, our Kellogg's option doesn't expire to 16th of April. Right, but I think today and over the last week, we had a good run on Kellogg's. So I'm going to take it off the table. Yeah, all right, we're going to take it off the table over here. All right, so if you look at Kellogg's right now, oops, let's see what's the strike that we got. We have the $60 put option, yeah, all right, for 16th of April. So 16th of April, $60 put option. The premiums have fallen to about $25.40. I believe if we pay $35 right now, we should be able to get it filled. All right, so I'm going to pay 35 cents and get this close. Okay, this option has about 3 weeks left. All right, and I've pocketed almost 90% of the premium available. All right, so obviously I'm going to close it. All right, so it's a good close over here, and this will yield us $795 in premiums. Yeah, all right, $795 in premiums. All right, everyone. So that's a good trade over here. We entered in Feb, so in about 2 months over here. Yeah, all right. So we closed this today, and today's date. Let's check today's date. What's today's date? I don't have it in front of me actually. Oh man, I know it's a Friday. 26. All right, 26. So let's go. 26 March. Right now, so this is going to elevate the capital requirements on my portfolio and yet clock us another winning trade over here. All right, so we have fired off 43 live trades. We have 3 trades open currently with 1 stock assignment, so that's 4 trades. So out of 43 trades, we have 4 trades that are open. Yeah, all right, just 4 trades that are open and still no losses yet. All right, we still do not have a losing trade as yet. Okay, now let's look at VZ, all right, and where we are. Okay, it's also 16th of April. We have a $55 put option. All right, so let's have a look at what the premiums are. All right, $55 right now, it's about 24 cents. All right, so we collected about $1.10. Okay, and right now, 55 puts is worth about 24 cents over here. All right, with 3 weeks left to go. Looks good for a close too. I'm going to hang on for this for another week. Right now, the only reason why I'm hanging on to VZ and not Kellogg's, it's still banking on the fact that, we recognize that the great Omaha, right, has initiated a buy position on VZ. So he has put a bottom support on the stock price for Verizon Wireless. So for this, there's still some premiums available, right? I've still a lot of margins that is unused on this current portfolio right now. Right, so I'm more than happy to keep this $16,500 exposure open. Yeah. All right, now, so our last one over here is Walmart. All right, we initiated this position just last week, actually. All right, now, and we sold the 130 puts for 21st of May. Let's look at what the premium has done. All right, 21st of May, $130 put is dropped to about $320. All right, it's pretty good premiums, right? But I'm just gonna hang on for a little bit more. Yeah, all right, I'm still gonna hang on. I still believe that the stock can go up a lot more over here. Right now, so for today, what am I gonna add? All right, anybody wants to make a guess? All right, if you have an idea in mind, you have a guess in mind, all right, put it in the chat box. All right, put it in the chat box. All right, I do have one comment over here which says CrowdStrike, but definitely, all right, this is not one stock that we want in this portfolio over here. Now, it's not that it's not great, okay? It's not that it's not a great company or great stock over here. Just that being option sellers, all right, fundamentals behind companies, all right, is actually it's a very important play point when deciding to sell options on them. All right, now you must first be very willing to own stocks or whatever you're selling on over here. Yeah, okay, so you have to be very, very comfortable with that position. Yeah, all right, now, so we have Baba. Baba is also definitely not one of the stocks that we want in our positions. All right, VIAC, all right, used to be in my list over here, but they have changed a very fundamental characteristics that we want from our stocks, so it's no longer in my list. All right, Costco. All right, Costco, it's worth a look over here. Right, so right, it's just ran off a little bit. So I don't like Costco at the moment. Yeah. All right, definitely not AAL, Isaac. All right, I'm not interested in any rebounds of the airlines. Yeah, okay, you can count me out on that one. Yeah, all right, you can count me out on that one. Yeah. All right. Oh my goodness. Hang on. All right, now, so Vicom is a turnaround play. All right, okay, but the problem is I still don't like the call holdings that they have. Yeah, all right, they've saved themselves for the brink of bankruptcy. Yeah, all right, that I have to admit. All right, they still have some very, very valuable assets over here. Yeah, okay, but yeah, okay, they've enjoyed the run. That's all I can say over here. Yeah, all right, students who have been asked for a long time over here. All right, you know that Vicom has enjoyed the run. Yeah, okay, because it's languishing. It's been languishing for the longest time over here, right? At a very, very low price. So I don't want to buy into this heightened, valuations over here, right? And definitely no Huyas. Yeah, all right. No. Okay, so let me share with all of you what I'm looking at over here. All right, I do like Walgreens over here, but I'm definitely not going into them. Yeah, okay, all right, Andy. All right, I do like Walgreens. That's definitely one on my list over here, but I just don't like where currently the prices are. All right, I do feel that it can come off a little bit more before we jump in on it. Yeah, all right. Similar to what we said earlier over here, you could see Walgreens technicals are neither here nor there. All right, and we have the MACD that is just cut below. Yeah, all right. So you don't really want to enter into it right now. And how do I say this? The valuations behind the companies ain't exactly painting a very, very cheap picture. Yeah, okay, all right. Because yes, although Walgreens is a very, very strong cash flow generator, yeah, okay, but currently the PE ratios are at negatives, which means it's still losing money as of last year, right? So because of this, I don't want to jump into a company that looks like this at the market top, Andy. All right, so this is where we stack the fundamentals into our outlooks over here before we make a selection. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, so very, very similar situations to, companies like Tesla, companies like, Huya is actually profitable. Yeah. All right. Now, but I don't know much about a company. So once again, all right, I have no interest over here because we stick to very, very fundamental based companies. Herbert, Intel is definitely one of my go-to stocks over here, all right, but not at current valuations. All right, Herbert, we have done Intel a couple of times over here, all right, and 63 is actually very, very expensive for Intel. All right, no matter how much they paint their great pictures right now, right? But 63 is definitely very expensive when it comes to Intel over here. All right, now, if you don't believe what I do say over here, all right, let's have a look at Intel over a 3-year time frame. Yeah, all right, and you'll see what I'm trying to show you over here. All right, now, so 3 years time frame over here is what you're seeing on the screen right now, and you're seeing Intel, of course. So what's the high over the last 3 years? The high of the last 3 years is $70. All right, okay, and every time it seems to hit that $60 mark, all right, it's due for a correction. All right, it's due for correction, Herbert. So I hope you can see, I'm kind of like one by one trying to eradicate all this over here of why I'm not getting into any of these trade positions. They may be great companies, but to this week is just not the right time to get into any of them. Yeah, all right, or some of them that you have mentioned over here. All right, so Guan over here, all right, nice to see you again. Yeah, all right, ED. Why am I not jumping into ED? Because it had a good run over here over the last 4 weeks over here. All right, it ran from 65 all the way to 73. All right, now that's upwards of almost $8. All right, or a 10% move. All right, a 10% move over here and more on a utility-based company, which doesn't really move a lot in a very short time frame. Yeah. Okay, all right, now, so let's break down the mystery, everyone. All right, so which stock am I gunning for today? All right, trust me, I'm going to surprise all of you. All right, it's going to be so shocking. Yeah, all right, it's going to surprise you. Yeah, all right, everyone, I'm going with Tupperware. I'm going with Tupperware. Yes, you got it right, everyone. I'm going with Tupperware. Yeah, okay, all right, now, why? First, because I'm making use of this resistance turn support over here, all right, which is currently where the stock is right now. We had the turnaround, we had the bounce yesterday over here, all right, we had a drop back off today, so it gives me a good entry point over here, all right. We have the divergence on the RSI, all right, we have the stochastics trying to hook back up above the oversold levels. We have the MACD flattening out and threatening to cut back upwards. Plus, all right, Tupperware is trading at a PE of 11, all right, just 11. All right, now you must understand one thing. As option sellers, the maximum profits that I'm able to make, all right, it's not about how high the stock can go. All right, it's just the fact that I don't want the stock to crash on me. All right, I don't want to own the stock. Yeah, okay, all right, now no matter how much premiums I'm collecting, no matter how much I love the stock, all right, I just don't want to collect the stock at all. Yeah, okay, now, so Tupperware fits my bill over here, and I'm going to take and initiate a position on Tupperware. Yeah, okay, all right, now, so I'm just going to weigh my odds over here right now. Okay, and the 1 month premiums, it's about there, and 2 months premiums is slightly richer. All right, I'm going to go with the, all right, I'm going to go with the 1 month expiry over here. All right, or 3 weeks actually. Yeah, all right, 3 weeks is pretty good premium over here. So I'm going to go with the 24 strike. All right, 24 strike for Tupperware over here. I'm going to go with the standard 3 contract right now. This ain't a very, very expensive stock. So I'm more than happy to initiate a 3 typical contract size that we trade on this portfolio. All right, I'm gunning for the 24 put option strike. Okay, 24 put option strike. I'm going to try for 125 first. Okay, all right, I'm going to see what the market gives or not give to us over here. Let's see if we can fill ourselves at 125. All right, I'm just trying to click the orders over here and then send it through. All right, so in the meantime, while I'm trying to click the orders, what would be the margin requirements if you're actually placing such a trade? Now, you need to be ready to buy a share of Tupperware at $24 a piece. So that means if you sell 1 option contract that's equivalent to 100 shares, So you would need a capital of $2,400 for every 100 shares over here. Yeah, all right. You will need a capital of $2,400 for every one option contract. All right, everyone. Seems like 125 is not going to bite. All right, seems like they're not going to give us 125 over here. So let's see what can we do. Oh, great. I'm done. I'm filled. Not at 125, everyone. All right, but I'm filled at 123 over here. All right, hang on. Let's verify this for all of you. All right, here we go. All right, so just at the 1 minute mark over here where we are right now, okay, I've sold Tupperware, April 16, 24 put options. Yeah, okay, Tupperware. Oh, thank you very much for letting me know, Tanya. All right, running too many of these banners and comments. Yeah. Hang on. Hi. Hi. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, now, so I sold Tupperware over here, April 16, 24 put options. I've sold 3 contracts over here. The filled price is 123. All right, $1.23 over here. All right, now, so that's done, that's filled. Let's go and record this down for this week over here. All right, welcome, Tanya. All right, so this is gonna be trade 44. I hope it's not gonna be one of those boogie numbers. All right, for our trades over here. Yeah, all right, TUP. All right, but fret not. Okay, I'm not too worried about it. All right, so 24 put options. All right, for 26th of March. All right, which is today. Is it 25, 26? All right, and then I collected 123. All right, so that's gonna pay us $369 dollars in cash flow. Right, so that's going to pay us $369 in cash flow. It's going to tie up $7,200 in margins, right, for 300 shares. Okay, all right, now let's go and calculate our ROIs over here. Right, so for this trade, it's going to be $1.23 divided by $24 a share. Okay, so this brings us 5.13%, and I know this is going to hit our criteria because it's 3 weeks to option expiry. So if I divide it out by 3 weeks and then remultiply it to annualize it for 52 weeks, whoa, this trade has absolutely high return. All right, this is one of those trades over here that's going to boost, all right, or jumped up the entire portfolio returns on the end of the year mark over here. Yeah, all right, so this is a great return over here at 88% per annum if we analyze the 5.13 that we're collecting right now over the next 3 weeks. Yeah. Okay, all right, now, so I'm not adding on too much positions yet because market is in limbo right now. Okay, many tech stocks are still in the midst of selling off. If the sell-off continues, I may actually be interested to start selling options on some of those tech stocks, all right? But as of now, we just want to be a little bit more wary at the moment. Yep, all right, now, so this week, just Tupperware over here, addition to the portfolio. And as of right now, we've added on $10,576 in cash flow, right, for this $100,000 base portfolio. Yeah. All right. So July, we are slightly over the halfway mark over here. All right. And we are now at about 10.5% ROI. Right. So we are on course. All right. We are on course over here. Right. Nothing fantastic, but we didn't spend a lot of time as well. Yeah. Okay. So, oh well. So question, good. All right, finally we have a question coming in on time. So Wave Rider, all right, now, so question on TUP. Seems that the 20 has crossed the 50 on the downwards. Yeah, all right, now that you realize, all right, I'm doing my analysis on different set of indicators. All right, so every indicator is not the holy grail over here. Yeah, okay, so I'm just basing on my combinations of indicators that I'm looking at, which clear and obviously sees that I've ignored the moving averages, right? But right, the way to negate that is also the fact that I've added in the fundamental undervaluation of this company's stock price. Yeah, okay, now, so this is very much a contrarian play over here rather than a clear trending play, right? I just want the trends to actually, not so much the trend, I just want the technicals to show me a sign that the stock is not ready to crash and burn anymore. Yeah, okay, which you saw the RSIs, the stochastics, and the MACDs are showing us that. Okay, and adding on the fact that in a high market environment, okay, with a stock at trading at 11 PE, yeah, okay, and generating cash flows, right, it's not too much of concern right now. Yeah, okay, so for that, that's my analysis and that's my rationale behind it. Yeah, combination of fundamentals coupled together with the odds supporting the fact that the stock is not going to crash and burn. Yeah, okay, right. So that's the analysis over here. Okay, all right. So we have a question from Jeffrey. So Jeffrey is asking, what about the VIX? The VIX is supposed to rise when the market is having a correction. Yes, it is, Jeffrey. All right, yes. And that's why we do have a hedge on the portfolio, as you can see over here. All right, we do have a hedge where we took out a VIX put option for 20th of April with the 22 strikes. Yeah, all right. This was established about 3 weeks ago on the 5th of March, earlier this month. Yeah, right, earlier this month. Yep. Okay. All right, now, so Wave Riders question again. All right, students in my communities will know, all right, we don't really care so much about calculating the fair valuations, because if you want to do that, right, you'll probably have to go back to your discounted cash flow models. You have to go back to your, value investing models to try and age out, all right, what will be a great fundamental number. Yeah, okay, we do have our own sets of valuations and calculations over here, right? But simply put over here, a cash cow company, all right, a cash cow company, all right, will be able to tell you its valuation factors when you just simply look at the PE ratios. Yeah, okay, you can't use PE ratios to accurately value growth stock companies, right? Because, you're trying to buy growth. Yeah, okay, and growth stock companies usually have, high multiples or negative multiples even, right? Because you're trying to buy into the growth. Okay, but when you're talking about cash cow companies, companies like Tupperware, companies like McDonald's, companies like Intel, right? They are long established companies, right, who have already created their biggest market shares that they can have, right? And that's where PE ratios can become a very, very good fundamental metric, right, for trying to detect if the stock price is actually fairly valued, undervalued, right, or very severely overvalued. Yeah, okay, all right, now, so that's something we do over here. All right, all right, so we do have a spam comment over here. All right, now, so thank you very much. Is there any more questions that I have from any of you? Right, just want to find out, is there any more questions that I have from any of you over here? Welcome, Wave Rider. You're welcome. That's, also one of the reasons why, we have these sessions over here, right? And then we do it this way. All right, Wave Rider, you can actually join, the session from our public Facebook group, right, which is the Options Cashflow. Yeah, okay, so you can access the sessions from there as well. Yeah. Tanya, yes, we have been improving the iPro bots on the back end over here. Yeah, it's going to get really, really good and exciting as well. Right, it's going to help in terms of finding good trades and new trades over here on the back end. Right, and yes, we are setting up a Telegram support channel. So all in due time to come. All right, all in due time to come, we will be announcing more over here. Yeah, all right. Andy, yes, in this public session of this public portfolio, for this week, I'm only going to add on one position. Yeah, all right. Remember, this is a public session. We are only selling portfolio puts. All right. So for this, my portfolio right now, I'm only going to add one new position into the portfolio. I've taken one off, and I'm just going to put one back on. All right. Okay. Now, it seems like we don't have any questions so far. Thank you, Tanya. We have the new support videos, all right, and all of them will come up in the new Telegram support channel for the iPro bots, all right? So hang in with there. It should be going live in about 1 or 2 weeks' time. Yeah? All right, now, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing all of you next Friday once again. All right, and once again, if you have not clicked on the share buttons or the like buttons to this video, please help me do so. If you found that, what I've shared with you, very useful over here during this session, yeah? All right, now, thank you very much. All right, I'll answer Wave Rider's final question before I call it off and sign it off, yeah? All right, now, challenge in current market consolidation. Do we consider, yes, so balancing puts, oh, how do you make that decision? Yeah, all right, now, it's actually very simple. All right, now what you want to do is this. You want to find severely undervalued stocks. All right, so this is the period of time where you try to avoid, right? You try to avoid trying to go too aggressive on growth companies, right? That's why, I highlighted C Limited over here. And and I really wanted to make use of that opportunity over here, right, to showcase the fact that, now is not the time where you want to jump in early on any of these stocks. One, because the NASDAQ is not making new highs, right? And if the NASDAQ were to fail and start to crumble and fall, right, the rest of the index is going to follow along as well, right? So if we do get another 20%, 30% drop in a correction move of the indexes over here, right, a lot of these growth stocks have a lot of room to fall, right? So what you want to find right now, right, is the balance, like your question over here. So you want to find great fundamental companies, right, that are profitable, yet selling at severely undervalued or depressed prices. Just similar, very similar to what I've done with Tupperware today, right? So like I said, if I can find more of these companies, obviously I'm going to stack them right now, but I'm not able to find something else apart from Tupperware in today's session. Yeah, okay, but of course, in our trading memberships over here, right, we do trade other strategies that allows us, right, to also balance this in a market consolidation right now, is being an option seller. Yeah, okay, so this is where we also said if you start to have the interest in option selling and you want to explore more over here, right, do send my team an email, right, of the different mentorship programs that we have available, right, and how you can jump in on the one that best suits you, right, and your experience level as well. All right, now, so I hope that helps you over here, and I'll end it off over here with this question, yeah? All right. Oh, thank you very much for the update over here. Yes, next Friday is Good Friday, so I guess we have a break. Yes, I do have a valid break over here. All right, yes, so next Friday will be off. It's a public holiday, so we'll come back the week after that, all right, everyone? Okay, so we'll come back the week after that. Okay. Sure, why not, Andy? You squeezed it in. All right, you squeezed it in before the buzzer. All right, so just look at it, Andy. All right, I'm not too interested. One of the reasons why I'm not too interested, right, it seems to hit the top of the resistance level, right, and the stock seems to be trading in the channel as well, right, in this channel, right, where it's just bouncing down, up, down, up, down, and then up again. All right, but now the problem is it's hitting the top of the channel. Yeah, all right, it's hitting the top of the channel. So until it breaks this channel, all right, I'm not interested to try to get in or chase this right now. Okay, yeah, okay. So let me just flash Andy's question. All right, so Andy, all right, if you want to trade this on a trend or a moving trend, then you want the break. All right, you want it to break out from this. What's this level? 138. All right, you want to break out from 138 over here. Otherwise, it may do this. All right, the last time around, it tested it, all right, and then it fell, and when it fell, it went all the way back down to 128, and that's a $10 move over here. Yeah, okay, all right, coupled with the fact that, the stochastics, right, seems like it's coming back down from the overbought levels, right? So just that, all right, remember, stack the odds in your favor. If the, if everything looks good, everything checks out, then, why not? But not right now, based on Kimberly. Yeah. Okay, be a little bit patient. Yeah, all right, be a little bit patient. Okay, all right, now, thank you very much, everyone. I've squeezed the last question in over here. Welcome. All right, thank you for letting me know, Sui Heng. All right, it's always great to know that, these sessions are useful. They're helpful to some of you over here. who are joining us week after week. All right, thank you very much once again. Help us click the share buttons, the like buttons before you go. All right, and to some of my new students, right, tomorrow will be the Chinese mentorships. Tomorrow I have a Chinese boot camp going on. I'll be speaking Mandarin. Yes, 讲华语. Yes, I'll be running a workshop in Chinese. All right, now, so I'm looking forward to seeing my new mentees over here tomorrow. All right, have an exciting weekend ahead. I will be speaking. Yes, I will be. All right, I will be speaking at an upcoming summit event on Sunday. All right, yes, I will be speaking at an upcoming event on Sunday over here. So if any of you are available, all right, please feel free to join us on Sunday. All right, my slots are at 2:30 p.m. over here. All right, I have a slot at 2:30 p.m. at the upcoming Market Insights Virtual Summit. All right, Market Insights Virtual Summit over here. All right, let me try to get that picture up. All right, before we go, let's see if I can find it. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Not this one. Oh, man. Oh, well. This will do. All right, it's a video. All right, but this will do. Yeah, okay, now I'm going to share about how you can trade options or be an option seller and trade explosive one-day earnings strategies over here to create returns of 24%, all right, or some of them are 50% and up to 70% just overnight. Yeah, okay, just overnight on some of the option sales that we will take on over here. So if you're interested to find out more about this strategy and how we can do so, yeah, okay, please join us. Yeah, please join my session over here, which is going to be on Sunday, all right, Sunday, 2:30 p.m. All right, Sunday, 2:30 p.m. All right, you can head over to their website over here and register for the session. Okay, I have a post in my Facebook page, all right, which is Terence Tan, all right, and you can go to the registration link over there, all right, and get yourself in, all right. I may post one into this session right now, all right. Let me try to find the link, all right, and post it to all of you. All right. Okay, there we go. Now, so I posted out over here. So if you see it in the comments, all right, please feel free to do so. Yes, there we go. All right, and I'm just going to share it here as well. All right, so this is the shortened link over here for those of you who are interested to join the session and hear more about how you can be an option seller during earnings season, right, and lock in great big gains in a one-day session. Yeah, all right, open the trade the night before earnings and then close it once the earnings is announced. All right, we have clocked in returns anywhere from 24% up to 75% overnight on some of these earnings over here in the month of January, yeah, and February, which is the earnings season that have just gone past us. And the next one is upcoming in July over here. So if any of you are looking to capture some big explosive gains, right, please feel more than happy to join us on Sunday session. All right, now this time I'm real. I've got to go over here, right? I hand all of you back your Friday night, and I'll see all of you really, really soon again. All right, thank you very much for joining me again. This is Terence Tan, the Impossible Investor, signing off for Portfolio Building Live for Cashflow. Bye-bye, everyone. See ya.